Hello, hi, this is Rani Ahmed with you, and in this session I'm going to show you how can we make use of the back key of your phone, okay, or the return key, which is the not the return of enter. I'm saying the back key, which is the key on the bottom to the right of your phone. Okay, this is its sign usually. See, so this is the back key. So if I want to use it, I'm going to show you an example of how we are going to use it. So I've made an app, okay, which has just two windows. One will call and generate another window, which is the root window, which is this one. Okay, and if I click on the go to second activity, I'm trying to mimic the ways activities are done in Java. So I'm taking everything always in full screen, and this go to second activity will call another window, full screen window, and it will create this second full screen window with a label having the word second activity. Okay, so if I click on the back key here, it will call the go to second activity. Here's again. Okay, and if I click on the back key on the window of go to second activity, it will quit the application. Okay, so this is it. It will go back to the operating system. So again here, just to show you that it works, and here's again. Okay, so I'm just going to shut down the emulator here because I don't really need it. We've known what's all about the app, and let's go to the secret behind this key, how we found the key. Okay, so I have made the two windows as two different scripts. So this is my project, hello TCLTK, and assets, app, folder, and then I've made the main one, which is main.tcl, which has the go to the second activity button. Okay, and see, this is the button here, second activity button. Go to second activity. It will call, okay, but through the path assets app, to include this code of the second activity. Okay, now I've made the editor to be a split window between the main code, which is on the top, and the second activity, and see it's changing the title here. So this is the second activity script, and this is the main script. Okay, and of course main will call second. So let's go into deeper into the code. So this is just for me to set up the location of the window. You need to use the event named configure, but if you are clever enough, you should have figured out, okay, that the key press will tell you the key press event, okay, whatever the type of the key has been pressed. Okay, when it's associated with some window, okay, using the bind command, it will give you the key type or the key code of the currently pressed key. So the key code can be taken by the %K. Okay, see, it's a small %K. There is a capital K, by the way. So the capital K is the name, but I couldn't figure out the name, just was able to get the number of the key. So the key of the back key, okay, its number is 270. Okay, so this is the main script. So to quit the application, okay, I've just added if the button that has been pressed has the key number 270, it will call exit. And we know from programming in TCL, I'm not going here to teach you TCL, you should know it already, that exit will quit the whole code. Okay, everything from the start. It will quit it and kill it. So this is the key press, and this is how I made it working. So now, imagining that I've pressed on the second activity button, okay, it will call the second script. See, I'm making a source to call the second activity script. So this is the second activity. Let me raise this a little bit so it can be clearer. So imagine that I've included this code into this code, or added to this code the following code, because this is what the sort command would do. So, but I'm separating it, the separate files, because it's better to put every window on a separate file. Okay, so you'll know where do you stand, okay, or where are you standing. So top level dot on top, okay, I'm creating that window, but before that I'm making sure that it does exist, okay, because if it exists, maybe you have by mistake left one of the windows not full screen. Okay, no, in mobile here I'm advising you always to give it as a full screen, because this is what most applications on Android are set. They use always full screen window. Okay, so what I'm saying, if it exists, okay, and if it was created, always and that's once you included this file, okay, the second activity file, just make sure that it exists, and if it exists, then put your focus on that window. Okay, just raise that window. Second, okay, if it does not exist, just go to a top level command and create a new window called dot on top. Okay, and here I'm associating in the main window, by the way, because before I forget, I'm associating the key press with the root window. Okay, so again, this is the number of the back key. This is the key code of it. So similarly, here I'm making a new full screen window called dot on top. Okay, and this title has no meaning. You won't see it. I mean, it's just set. But when you have it as full screen 0, because this means that when it's full screen 0, not 1, it means that it is not a full screen. So you will be able to see this. But it's better to leave it as like a comment for you, just to know this is second activity. Okay. Now, second thing, or another thing, is that I'm binding the back key with the dot on top, the new window here. Okay. So whatever the key pressed, okay, just check if the key pressed is 270, okay, which is the back key, and make sure first that the focus goes to the root window before you destroy the current second window. Okay, let me explain it on the desktop here. Don't have to run the emulator. So this is our example. See, if I say wish, this is my first window, the root window. Now this has the name dot. Now you won't see it by code, but just understand that which creates the dot window. So the second time I'm creating dot, let me raise this always. Okay, and I go here. So if I create top level dot top, okay, see, it created a new window here. Okay, now let me remove this always on top. Okay, and I'll show you that when I created them both as full screen, imagine that the full screen is the current sizes of the of both windows, because you notice that by default they have the same size. So if I overlap this on this, see, you will be hiding them on top of each other. Imagine again that they are both full screen on the mobile. So let me just a little bit, just slide it a little bit, just for me, just to show you what does the two focus then destroy. So when I click the back key and the current window is this second activity, okay. Now I said focus the second window, I mean the root window. So now we have it like this. Now the second window is on the behind of it. So on in the second line I said destroy dot on top. So let's quit dot on top, and therefore I went back to the root window. Okay, so this is what I mean by the back key here. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you about using the back key. So just grab the number 270 and you'll get the back key. Similarly with the menu key, similarly with the home key, everything is like this. Just try to find the number, print out the number of your %k. Thanks.